Welcome to the Green Croxley Earth Day video. Last year, the 6 schools of Croxley Green joined together to form a Green Croxley. We launched our first activities on Earth Day last year, which included a poem featuring children from all of the local schools, which have been watched over 1,300 times on YouTube. The first line of that poem challenged us to all think about what we could do to have a better look at our environment. I wonder how many of you can remember watching it. We're going to watch the last verse of the poem again to remind ourselves of the message that was shared.
Please listen to our voices, the voices of today. We stand for the future and a brighter, better way. The world needs our help, we cannot delay. So our challenge is this: what part will you play?
We'll talk more about what part you can play later on. But before that, we thought we'd tell you about some of the things that have been going on in Croxley Green since that poem was written. On the screen in front of you, you can see lots of book covers. This time last year, the Croxley Green Parish Council donated £100 per school to spend on books to help us to learn more about the environment. Reading is a great way of learning more about the environmental issues, and we are very grateful to the Council for their support.
Another activity that has taken place since yesterday's Earth Day was our One Small Change poetry and poem competition in the autumn term. We received some fantastic entries from children in all of the schools in Croxley Green. A few of the winning entries are shown here. Winners in each category all received a book voucher and a certificate. Well done to all our winners, and thank you to everyone who entered.
All of the posters and poems that were entered into the competition were displayed at a One Small Change event held at Croxley School in November, which was organised by members of St Oswald's Church and Croxley Green Baptist Church. The event was an opportunity for people in the community to come together to listen to speakers and explore ideas for making small changes to help the environment.
One of the ways that people shared their ideas for small changes at One Small Change event was through the One Small Change tree. You might recognise it because it has been touring some of our schools since January of this year. Perhaps some of your added pledges for small changes onto the tree.
Our schools have also been very busy doing other environment projects. These pictures show students from Croxley School taking part in a hedgerow planting visit to Woodocks Farm, and students from Little Green who have been using their school grounds and local woods for lots of learning.
Year 5 have recently been propagating vegetables which they planted in recycled metal filing cabinets, a great example of upcycling. York Mead have also been doing some planting. I'm going to hand over to some of their pupils to tell us more.
The Eco Council at York Mead have been delighted to do a One Small Change. This is a flower bed that hasn't been decorated or been planted any flowers. Mine was
This is one of our green spaces that we have cared and looked after. We have pulled up all the weeds and dug it up, and we've also planted some flowers. Now look at it.
In the final part of our video, we are going to talk about what you can do individually and with your family to make a difference to the environment. We have organised for every school child in Croxley to receive a postcard that looks like this, which features 30 small changes that you can do to help the environment. These ideas were all put forward by children in our 6 schools. Perhaps you do some of them already. For the things that you don't already do, we'd like you and your families to try as many of these things as you can in the next 30 days. After the 30 days is over, see how many you can continue to do. You can keep the postcards somewhere visible as a reminder. Imagine the impact we can make if lots of us are making these small changes in our lives. To help you to remember these ideas, children from the 6 schools have been producing designs for each of the changes suggested on the postcard. Your parents will be able to see this by following Green Croxley on Twitter. Every day for the next 30 days, a different idea will be shared. Here are a few examples.
Make a gift or card for someone using items you already have.
Cut down on your meat consumption, have a plant-based day or even a week.
Repurpose an item you would have thrown away.
Put a bird feeder in your garden, workplace or school.
Write a letter to a local councillor or your MP with an idea for what can be done locally to improve the environment.
Watch a documentary about an environmental issue.
Make a log pile house.
Take soft plastic recycling to the co-op.
We hope that you've learnt something from today's video. Please remember to think about what part you can play to help our environment, and remember that small changes do make a difference. Please make sure that you share your postcard with your family so that you can make small changes together. We'd like to thank you for listening and supporting Earth Day 2022.